down here at the moment. Holy crap, they are obliterating him. Ooh, this is the perfect time for a full charge. Look at this. Oh my god, the value. Oh, that was so close to being like the most valuable I've ever had. Alright, how's it going, everybody? I hope that you're having a lovely day. Thanks for stopping in to check out my silly little video here. Today we're taking a look at a build that I've been wanting to make a video on for a little while. Among many, I've got builds that I want to go ahead and make videos on for every single class. It's sometimes even multiple for every single class. I'm going to try to get like a few out a week kind of thing. I don't really know. I haven't really set anything in stone yet because I do have a job that I work, you know, occasionally and whatnot. But this is what we're taking a look at today. We're diving into the assault class. I found a neat little synergy with some perks and some weapons here that I thought would make for a fun kind of little build to play through. So for this build, we are taking the heavy bolt pistol. We decided to take the ammo reserve one because, as I'm sure you know, this is the assault class. You know, he doesn't have a primary weapon, so I decided to take this for the extra ammo, seeing as this is a quite shooty build for, you know, for an assault who's mainly melee focused. So I took this and we decided to go with this path this way. So there's a specific reason that we did this way. This isn't the path that I usually take, but it's just a niche way to add into the build. So we start off at Headhunter here. We move over to Adamantine Grip, Rapid Health. We move down over to Increased Capacity, into Extended Magazine, Death Strike, Great Might. We move up into Discipline just because I feel like that's useful, so we move up there. Then we move over into Strong Start, and then we get over to the bread and butter of the little quirk here, Able Damage. After using a class ability, damage increases by 20% for 10 seconds. Remember that for in a minute, because that's kind of what the build is centered around. And then we move over into Hone Precision just because we've only got one mastery point left to use, so we may as well put it into something rather than nothing. So you can kind of, you know, tinker around with this, but this is the one that I decided to go with. You could get rid of Discipline and move up into Gunstrike Reload or Divine Might. Both are decent. You know, I don't find lots of use in Gunstrike Reload, but you could go for an extra 10% damage. You know, it's optional. And then we decided to take the Thunderhammer because I think the Thunderhammer is the best weapon for the assault, maybe followed by the Power Fist. It's just anything with big charge damage is really good for the assault, and as always, we took a balanced. I thought about maybe using the Heroic here, but I just felt like I just wanted the extra bit of damage, and I don't really get much use that much out of the Shock Zone. It is good though, you definitely can do that. So for the perk tree here, we did kind of what I usually always do, what I always run for the Thunderhammer here. We start off with Perpetual Strength, and then we move over into Fast Preparation, Perpetual Strength again, Shattering Impact, then we got to get Seismic Chain. This is just a super useful perk. Perpetual Strength again, Offense Initiated, and we move up into Braced Preparation because this is just going to help you not get Stagger Lock when you're preparing your large Aftershock attacks. Then we go down, we go over to Kill Streak. This is just very useful, again, for not getting Stagger Locked. Excuse me, choked on my own saliva, trying to yap as hard as I'm yapping. We move over into Aftershock Improved. This one is kind of, you know, it's just good. It's just good. 2 smashes on the Aftershock, very, very useful. Then we go ahead and grab Minoris Slayer and Majoris Slayer for pretty obvious reasons. It's just basic damage increase against Minoris, which helps us kind of clean up swarms really easy. And then Majoris Slayer. You could get rid of Majoris Slayer and you could go ahead and Pommel, if you wanted to get some Pommel Smash stuff, you could go ahead and get Pommel Smash, deals 50% damage if you're finding yourself using it, or if you're using Active Attrition. Could be useful. I personally don't really use it because I do Pommel Smash fairly often with this weapon. Usually if I'm entering combat ever with any of these weapons, whether it's, you know, the Thunderhammer or the Power Fist, I'm always doing the dash attack to close distance into combat and then following it up with smash attacks, or I'm priming up an Aftershock. So you can get pretty damn good value out of something like 50% more for damage for Pommel Smash, but I think that just going from Majoris, because Majoris, you're just always fighting Majoris all the way from start to finish, and Minoris all the way from start to finish of any given operation, except for Chaos, obviously, or Chaos Hybrid, Chaos Tyranid Hybrid missions. So I just find that more useful. And to get into the meat and potatoes here of the build, we're playing the Assault, obviously. We go for Armor Reinforcement in the first column, just for survivability. This is very, very useful. Non-finisher gun strikes restore 1 armor segment. It helps keep your armor topped up all the damn time, pretty much, if you're just good at dodging, which the assault class is, because if you don't know, you get your dodge timing increases by 50%. So if you're good at parrying and you're even half decent at dodging, this ability kind of makes up for the other half and makes you pretty good at dodging. So you're dodging, you're getting perfect dodges, and you're getting perfect parries quite often, unless you're using a block weapon. So you're getting lots of gun strikes. You know, if you get a gun strike on an enemy and it kills it, you get an armor anyways. And if you get a gun strike on an enemy and it doesn't kill it, your armor reinforcement procs and you always get an armor. So it's really good for keeping that damage mitigation up. We decided to go for Auxiliary Arsenal because this was a build based around the heavy bolt pistol and not a melee weapon. So we just took this for the extra increased damage. Then we move over into Perseverance. And while performing charged attacks, you take 25% less health damage, do not lose control upon taking heavy hits, and cannot be knocked back. Just very useful for keeping yourself non-stun locked. Any perk ever, like I'm pretty sure any content creator out there that makes any builds or anything, or does any advice for Space Marine 2 is always going to say, most of the time at least, that these are perks that you always want. It's just a given. Not losing control upon taking heavy hits is extremely valuable, especially in high difficulties, when you get basically double, sometimes even triple comboed by unblockable attacks from Extremis, Majoris, Terminus. Like, they can stagger over top of each other, and sometimes it's very, very unforgiving. It's very punishing, and sometimes there's nothing you can do about it. But these perks like this will save your life most of the time. Most of the time, okay? Don't think that you're invincible just because you're rocking a couple of these, okay? Because you will get tossed around. Then I decided to go ahead with squad cohesion so that I could recharge my jetpack a little bit faster. If so we are obviously running Zealous Blow, but if this doesn't get a recharge, or if I am only focusing on Majoris or Extremist, you still lose a charge, obviously. So this is just really good for swarm control. So we took this just to get that little bit of an extra buffer, so that if I ran out of charges or I only had one charge, that I would, you know, continue to recharge my second recharge of the jump pack a little bit faster. Then we move over into Smiting Angel. Ground pound's damage increases by 25%. I feel like that's pretty basic. You know, you can't really go wrong with that. It's just a 25% damage increase. You can't ever, in this game, you can't ever go wrong with a raw damage increase, basically. It's always going to be useful, and something like that is always going to have a very high uptime because it's just there. So very useful. You could go for something else. This one's kind of a gap one, like if you're a precision strike user. The thing is with this build that we're running here is that the gear section can be kind of whatever you want it to be. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm just going to cut right over to the signature, because this is what the build is based around. So if you remember the perk Able Damage from the heavy bolt pistol, it gave 20% increased damage after you use an ability, which is your jump pack, for 10 seconds. And so ample ammunition makes it so that any use of jump pack reloads your weapon and increases its damage by 50% for 10 seconds. So you're stacking those on top of each other for massive damage after you use it. So the goal of the build basically is to use your jump pack, slam down on enemies, or if you're a dodger, it still triggers on dodging for both of them, because it's both using your ability. And then just absolutely mag dumping. So you get really high stagger with the jump pack ground slam. So you jump down, or you jump up, you slam down into a horde of enemies, you stagger them all a ton, you instantly pull your pistol out and just mag dump into the nearest available head. Whether it's a Majoris, an Extremis, a Minoris, whatever it is. Ideally not a Minoris, I guess, but if there's any Majoris nearby, you just immediately dump the whole mag into their head for massive headshot damage, massive gun damage. If your ground slam doesn't put an enemy into execution, this is going to. So it's a really good way to just instantly slam down, kill a bunch of Minoris, and then target all the Majoris heads, get as many headshots as you can, and it'll just put so many enemies into execute. I try to do as much as I can in the gameplay that you are about to see, but sometimes I forget that I'm doing a build and I'm just playing to play, because I just like playing Space Marine. I just think it's fun. So I'm just like playing, running around, ha ha hee ha, just killing hordes of enemies, and then I'm like, shit, I should be really focusing on like showing off the potential capabilities of this build. So I try to actually single out times to use and show off the build, but you do kind of get the gist of it, that it's a pretty simple build to run. So yeah, for coming back to the gear section here, means that you can kind of run your jetpack perks however you really want it. Like if you don't want to use Zealous Blow and you want it to recharge faster, mixed with Squad Cohesion over here for a 30% increased recharge, and then you want it to run Precision Strike because you like using Precision Strike. Precision Strike is a very, very strong perk, doing double damage, but its radius is reduced by 50, so it doesn't really synergize well with Zealous Blow. It can, but not really. So you can run that. It's not a big deal. It's just, you just basically want to always be doing as many jump pack slams or dodges as you possibly can, which I guess now that I think about it, another really good build variant that I could do for this, and maybe I'll make a video on this later on, is doing an actual dodge build. Or actually, maybe not, because isn't it this one? I was gonna say that you need the ability that makes it so that you get a jump pack dash back after you get a perfect dodge using it, but that's also here, so that wouldn't actually work that good. I just thought maybe you could get a perfect dodge and keep spamming that out with like this ability and keep on getting 50%, but never mind. I'm getting ahead of myself, so that's not a good synergy, but eventually I am gonna make a video on a dodge build variant for this, and we're gonna see how well we can make that work. I know that that's not super viable and nobody's really gonna play that, but I think that it would be fun to still make a build video anyways for it, just so that you guys can see, and then also if my gameplay is like an epic fail, maybe it would be funny to watch. Anyways, so for our prestige perks, we've got Unyielding Oath. When charging a ground pound, you become invulnerable for 3 seconds. I think this is the best prestige perk for for assault that there ever is and was, because I don't know, it's just, that's just so strong. Because your charge up is basically, I think your charge up is like around 3 seconds, so you're like almost immune for your entire charge up. And if you've got something like what is it? Your charge time is increased or something like that. Here we go. Fully prepared ground pound deals 20% more damage, but preparation time is increased by 20%. A prestige perk like this is just gonna keep you alive for while you're up there charging up. It significantly shortens that window of vulnerability when you're in the air, so it's super useful. Then we go Fortitude. That one's kind of obvious. We'll pass over that a little bit. Then we go for Adrenaline Boost. This one is another one of the perfectly timed parry block or dodges. You do not lose control when taking heavy hits and can't be knocked back. Just generally super useful to have this, and you can basically keep it up all the time on Assault because it goes really well with your jump pack ability. So you're getting perfect dodges. You've got a 50% bigger window for perfect dodges. That's going to proc this, and then any parries that you get or blocks, if you're a block weapon user, are also going to just instantly put that up for 10 seconds. Very valuable. And then we go practiced aim for range damage, just because, you know, you only get one secondary. Having as much damage that you can milk out of your secondary weapon is ideal, minus the fact that I just don't think the extra firepower is worth it for the magazine or for the ammo capacity compromise sometimes, because that's just like 80 rounds with an 8-round magazine goes by so ridiculously fast. Even when you've got the ammo economy perks for this, the extra 20% and the magazine size, it just goes by absurdly fast if you don't take the ammo economy variant. In my opinion, of course you definitely can, but in my opinion, I think it's more valuable to take the ammo, especially with all the range damage buffs you have. That would definitely push this one into like hand cannon mode of just hitting like an absolute truck with the amount of firepower and all the damage you're putting on it. But yeah, I don't know. You get it. I think the ammo is more valuable personally. So yeah, that's the build. We'll go ahead and send you guys off into the gameplay. I hope that you guys enjoy, and we'll see you guys in another video, I hope. And take care and enjoy. Bye-bye. Loading in. Oh my god, dude. What? Every single time I load into a match. What is this mess? Every single time lately that I load into a match of Absolute, it is just two dudes absolutely getting their asses shreked. Which, no doubt, there's a spot for a reason. No doubt they probably all went down, and one person quit to save the run, and then I popped in. My ass popped in. I'm not going to take those stims. Ah, dude. What are we working with? Inner fire, precision targeting, Vanguard, and Sniper. And we got a Carnifex. Okay, that's great. This is where the run always gets unhinged. I don't know how he didn't hit me there. you guys stop throwing grenades, please? Did we break the Carnifex? Why is he just standing like that? That grenade stagger locked me out. Very cool. Okay, here we go. Full charge. That still wasn't that much damage, really, all things considered. Let's go ahead and hit a grounds pound. That's going to put us into second phase there. Okay, this is where people always fuck up. This is where the team always gets gonked. Look at what's coming. Let's go ahead and do our best to keep this off of our team. I just hope that they are able to... Whoa! I'm just going to take that damage. I'm not going to do a quick release. I'm going to get all this armor back. I hope that they can deal with the extremists. I'm counting on them to do at least that. That's all I ask of them. I'm thankful that second hit didn't hit me. Let's charge this up and go ahead and hit that there. I didn't need to. Okay, he's going to do a swing. Swing. I don't know how that didn't hit me either, to be honest. Go ahead and hit a dodge. Gun strike. Very nice. Okay, so he's going to be over here. Hey, really? There's something's on me? Oh, yep, something's definitely on me. Okay, got that. I guess they couldn't do something as simple as handling the extremist enemies while I had everything else in the map on me, but it's okay, it's whatever. I'm just getting really fed up with this behavior. People just can't seem to, like, do anything. Sometimes I have my bad plays too, don't worry, but... I just need the extremists taken care of, and I can just do everything else. I really don't care. But once I get extremists on me too, and the boss, you know, and all the Majoras, it's like it becomes very, very difficult to manage very quick. It didn't help that our teammate died, but look, I don't care. I don't really care. You know, it's okay. I don't like getting too down on people, because you never know what I don't know what they were fighting, you know, like they could have gotten really overwhelmed over there. I've got no idea. It just felt like I had everything on the map. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. I always try to give the benefit of the doubt. Let's just go ahead and get these guys off the map. I'm sick of these. I'm sick of these guys. Sick of these guys. Let's stay positive. Positive mindsets, okay? Positive mindsets, everybody. We're feeling pretty good today. I hope everybody watching this video was also feeling good. I did work. It wasn't like a long day or anything, but I did work and then came home and had dinner and hung out, and I've been trying to get some recording done, but every single time I load into a game, it is me loading in. Look at that. That guy just quit. I don't know why. Every single time it's me loading into a game and two people are like dead, or one person rage quit and two people are dead. Every time. I'd be lying if I said it didn't get a little bit frustrating. I'm just like, when you're just trying to record, get some footage for a build. But that is not what this video is about. Let's go ahead and steal that ammo. We do have a ammo cache here. Alright, come on, let's do this. We did get rid of one Terminus enemy, so there could still be another one. Woo! I'm just gonna hit him with a quick one here. No! Let's hit him with another quick one. Okay, let's get you out of here. Thank you very much. And then I can hit all of these guys. You know what? Let's do it. Why is it not working? Oh my god. I was pressing Y. This is the major thing that I hate. I don't know if it's a console thing, but I like backed out of all my animations. I backed out of all my inputs, and it just, I was holding Y. I pressed it multiple times, and it just wouldn't let me do anything. All right, no, we're not calling again. I'll have none of that. Thank you very much. And these guys are the worst. The worst. Go Bears. Alright, we're doing fine though. The Imperium is indomitable, and that is why we're here. We are indomitable. Say it with me now. Okay, he's capturing that. I'm going to leave him to capture that for now. Hopefully he's fine. I'm just going to kind of check over here for some items. I don't remember the last time I played an absolute mission and actually got like a stim. Usually I play Vanguard, but now that I'm making some build guides and stuff, I want to like actually play other classes. And I am, don't worry, don't let that discredit me entirely. I've maxed out every single class. I have every class fully leveled up, fully prestige. So I like to consider myself fairly well versed in each class, and I also am one, like, I feel like I'm one of the very, let's save that for my teammate. I'm one of the very few people, I feel like, maybe it's not few, too few and far between, that actually like plays a different class. Like even when I wasn't doing this to make videos out of, every single time I play, maximum maybe 2 days in a row or 2 play sessions in a row. Yeah, he doesn't want this, I guess. I would play the same class and then I would switch it up because I would get like not bored of playing that class, but I just like the variety, which is kind of like the main motivator that I had to be like, well, you know, a lot of people don't really have that. Like, and there's nothing wrong with picking a main class. Nothing wrong at all. If you're, you know, if you're playing casually, just play your favorite class and have a good time playing it, you know? But I'm already playing every single class. How is that not a parry? Oh my goodness, I hate when that happens. You know, since I'm already playing every single class and I'm already like well versed in all of it, you know, and I'm already trying to kind of get on the content scene, I figured this would be a good place to hang out. Because I have been a big fan of Warhammer for a very long time. Well, I don't know, I say that like I've been since like birth. Hold on, I'm gonna lock in here for a second and help my team. These guys have a lot going on over here. Let's just do a quick dash just to get in here. Where can I get the most value? Looks like this guy. And then we'll hit this on the staircase so nothing else can come down. I did not mean to steal that. I was trying to lock on. Which I don't even know why. Lock on sucks. That a little bit of a charge up. He did go enraged. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that. I don't need it. Let's go and get rid of you pesky little brats. What was I talking about? Okay, so I was talking about how I've been a Warhammer for a very long time. Realistically, no, I haven't actually. I really just got into Warhammer. Like I got into the tabletop first, which I feel like isn't the. Oh, whoa. I just got an ordeal done. Which isn't, like, the way that people get into Warhammer, especially in, like, the last few years, I feel like. Now, people know of the tabletop, yes, but I feel like people get into it for the video games mainly. Like, I think Space Marine, probably the biggest... I mean, take this with a grain of salt, okay? This is just some random guy that you met on the internet's opinion. But I feel like Space Marine 2 has got to be the biggest media that has gotten people into... 40k, or that, or like Henry Cavill talking about it, because like that was the last like 2-3 years Henry Cavill brought up that he was getting into it, and then all of a sudden all of the Henry Cavill fans are like, oh, we want to get into 40k, and then, you know, the Space Marines here, and definitely generated a lot of hype and got a lot of people in. Let's see if I can't. Fuck. I tried. Space Marine 2 came out, and even people that didn't really play Space Marine 1 or any other 40k games kind of were able to hop into this. It was one of those games where you were able to just hop in. Like, I played Space Marine 1 after I played Space Marine 2, actually. I am one of those guys. I don't know how I missed that. Because I didn't get into it for, like, I've only been into Warhammer for a few years, actually. But I let it, like, envelop me for a good amount of time. So I started off on the tabletop, and I've spent too much money. And my collection of Warhammer is, like... Oops, I just bumped my mic, sorry. My collection of Warhammer is, like, little to none compared to people even that I know personally, and people that go into, like, competitions... and all of that kind of stuff, you know, tournaments and things like that. Hopefully someone took that. Okay, yeah, he took the Guardian Relic. Let's get in here ASAPsies. People that go to tournaments and stuff, and they've got like crazy armies. They've got like tens of thousands of points worth of units from various armies, or even just like one army. I've seen some really crazy armies. I've been to a few tournaments, and it's a blast. It really is a blast. I wish I had, in my current group, I wish that I had... Oh, I'm going to get hit so hard here. Never mind, I got really lucky there. I wish that I was still able to have people to play 40k with, because right now I don't. And I do miss the tabletop a lot, especially just with people... I don't like playing the tabletop with people that, like, are super sweaty about it. Or, like, they're just, like, disgusting with it. Like, that's not fun. But, playing with friends and things like that, where you're not, like, so analytical about the rules, you know? Like, there's a little bit of leeway. When it gets to the point when people are like, you're, like, 0.001 millimeter of your mini is sticking over the wall, that means I've got line of sight. Like, use your brain, dude. Come on. Like, obviously your Astartes would duck his head a little bit to take some cover. Like, come on, you know? Anyways, doesn't matter. Some people just get a little bit too kooky with it, a little bit too wacky with it for my taste, but that doesn't mean that I don't enjoy, you know, 40k because of them. You just usually won't catch me. Ooh, this is a perfect spot to throw a shock grenade. Choke point there. Actually, I might just send myself in there, guns blazing. Boom, let's just hit that, and then let's charge up one of these. We're gonna hit all of this, and then hope that they all die in the shock zone. Hopefully our homeboy is doing... Whoa! What the hell was that? I'm lucky I didn't get double hit there. I'm getting a lot of really lucky plays here. I want to go and fight the Carnifex. Ooh, that was unlucky. Okay, wait. Nope, salvaged. Don't shoot, don't shoot. Okay, if that was a shooting attack, I would have taken so much damage. I think the Lictor is stuck inside of that, so let's go and do that. Get some damage on the Carnifex and damage on the Lictor. Kill the Lictor, actually. Okay, I'm going to see if I can take the Carnifex into this next area, because this is not the place. I'll happily fight you over here. Come on. Come on, big boy. Come on, do a jump. Do a jump or something. Come on, charge me. I didn't realize that they were also both down here at the moment. Holy crap, they are obliterating him. Ooh, this is the perfect time for a full charge. Look at this. Oh my god, the value. Oh, that was so close to being like the most valuable I've ever had. I'm gonna take so much damage from this. I'm dead. Nope. Salvaged. Execute. Carnifex is almost dead. I need to get out of this corner so bad. I could use a stim. Let's just go ahead and use this to get the Carnifex out. Boom, before he gets my teammate. No, he just got him. If I only did that a little bit earlier. Okay, I think the extremists are taken care of though, at least. Come on, this execute is so long. I'm just gonna try to get my homies up. Okay, I'm gonna go get this guy first, just because he's got a firing line on me. Sorry, hope you understand, Mr. Vicarious 3000. And then now, hopefully, he can get focused on while I pick you up. Yeah, we're good. We're chill. GG's, boys. GG's. Well done. Well done. That was unfortunate at the end there, but hey, that happens. That was just, I think that was just unfortunate timing. Ooh, do I want the Melta? Oh, he wants the Melta. Yeah, okay, that's better, honestly. It's always a toss-up for me, because sometimes I kill myself with the Melta. I get too into it, too in the zone, man. Too schwammin' whammin'. I don't even know. But, alright, lads. Let's move on. For the Emperor and Who's What's It? Sanguinius. No fellow Blood Angel. Who do we got here? We got Carcharodons, and what are you? Are you just kind of an unnamed, an unmarked Astartes. I was watching a YouTube video the other day where somebody from like Jersey was like talking about Warhammer lore, and they kept saying Astartes. I thought that was kind of silly. Nothing wrong. I feel like I've got to like balance around what I say on the internet because I'm not a cyberbully. I just say it because I kind of thought it was a little bit silly. I just think that the pronunciation's funny. Not trying to make fun of any accents. I've also got a bit of an accent, maybe a little bit. I don't know if y'all can tell that I'm Canadian. Most people on the internet think that I'm American at first. Look at that value. Oh, ooh, do I block that? Not in time. Extremists. Let's go hit another one here. Ooh, value. Value village. He went down. That's not good. Okay, no worries though. Hit and execute and pick up. Did he leave? Oh, he got picked up. What happened? If he didn't go underground there, I would have done a jetpack. Whew. Yeah, come and get somebody. Come and get some. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I am a little hurt. We do have a backup stim, so I'm not doing too bad. I should be probably like actually making use of this build more. I'm not used to making dedicated build videos, so I'm just kind of like playing Space Marine. But this is a build. I should be using it more. So let's go ahead and showcase. We do that, and then we get a shit ton of fucking damage, range damage, and we just absolutely pepper them in the head. And then we'll actually just go ahead and double up on that because we are on absolute, and so the damage isn't absolutely crazy. I did bring the ammo variant of this gun. Okay, I'm just gonna back up because that combo always wrecks me. So. Yikes. Let's use a stim. Whoa! Okay, go down. I'm tired of you. Kind of wasted my stim there. Luckily, my teammates are on the ball getting the Bio Titan out of the fight already. Shout out to them. We'll grab that just because it's no point really marking that for the team. Got a little bit of ammo over here. Cannons are ready. Let me go ahead. Yeah, I got it. I always don't mind, especially if I'm a bulwark or an assault doing this. I always try to actively be the one to be doing it because my main thing is my melee weapon usually, and I can still use my jetpack attacks. And I can do with thunder. Oh fuck, this is gonna hurt. That was bad. I should just always stay down here. Don't do what I do. If I do something, do the opposite. Trust. Except when I pull off sick moves like that. Shit. Oh, buddy. Okay, that's gonna refresh my shield. Let's do another one. That's gonna refresh my shield again. Let's do another one. This is such a strong ability, dude. I tried to block that. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Gun strike, thanks armor reinforcement. Now can I get you? I'd really appreciate it if you got up. Thank you very much. Okay. Fuck, where is he? Aha! Okay, let's charge these up and go again. Sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. We've got a charge. I hate when we get absolutely pelted by poison. Looks like we're safe. You want to go ahead and do that? You shouldn't turn now. He might shoot again, though. It's always the worst when you're about to go and do one of these generators and he just absolutely covers the area in acid. You want to... Oh, shit. I got you, bro. I got you. Sorry. Guy's rolling like a maniac. You would have thought this was Dark Souls. Oh, I'm dead. Am I on Mortal? I don't know how we survived that. Ooh. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's just get you out if I can. He's gonna kill me. Nope, where's he going? Oh, fuck, he's quick. He's gonna go and attack my friend over there. And then I get jumped by another one. No, he killed him. And I'm next, bro. Okay, nice. I think there's another one still lurking, to be honest. I don't really feel too safe. That sucks that our homie is on cooldown. I wish that I could have warned him, but he zipped off so fast and turned invisible. There wasn't really too much I could have done there. Did I get that? How did I stole that? That's so funny. Can we get pelted back here? I'm just gonna go ahead and grab that. Uh-oh. This might be the end of me. Unless maybe I can jetpack out of here. No, we're good. We're fine. I think I'm just generally safe. I'm gonna go try to protect my buddy over here. Finally. I played like 2 matches prior to this where we just... Please, just die, man. You're not him. You're not him, okay? 2 matches prior to this where it has just been loading in to 2 people dead and a terminus and like 2 waves of extremists on the map, and then me having to solo it all because everybody's dead. So I'm super glad that I actually got this one done. Definitely hope that you guys enjoyed, because I've been trying to record, but I swear, man, I swear I load into lobbies and it is just... you know, that's it. It's just a big sigh, because you load in and you're just like, wow, like what did I just load into? Like that one meme, you're like, what the fuck is this shit? Basically. All right, take a look at the final board here. Finally, look at that. We got a decent amount of kills there. We got 18,000 melee damage, 7,000 range damage. No incapacitations and 3 revives, pretty good. 7 special kills, only beat by the sniper with 8. That's pretty impressive too. Lots of special kills. Pretty good, pretty good. Decent team. And that's gonna be it, I guess. So, sorry for being a little bit awkward. Hopefully that this wasn't... I feel like I didn't talk as much. Maybe this was a big yapping day, but... if I didn't talk as much or sounded like less energetic, it's just because I'm just tired. I'm just tired. But thanks for watching. Appreciate these guys for being here. This guy wants to play again, but I'm gonna actually go and try to record for a different build probably. I don't know if he's gonna wait for me, but nah, let's just leave. We'll leave him be. But thank you guys for watching. Anybody that is watching this, I hope that you are having a lovely day, and I appreciate having you stop by and watch my silly little video. So hope to see you in the next one. Go ahead and leave a comment if you have any suggestions for things that you want to see. Any, you know, particular thing. Because, I don't know, Space Marine can be kind of tricky where I feel like you kind of have to just do gameplay or build guides, or gameplay and build guides. There's not really much else I feel like you can really do. Maybe I'll try like doing a couple of fun challenge videos. But if there's any recommendations that you want to see, go ahead and drop them in the comments. And other than that, I hope to see you in another video. Bye-bye.